Aguturoza, KTN.
A man who murdered a minor in Witemere slums of Nyeri town has been sentenced to death. In a strongly worded ruling delivered at the High Court in Nyeri, Justice Kizito Magare described the convict's actions as ruthless, disturbing, and a grave breach of trust. Nicholas Julius Macharia had earlier pleaded not guilty, but later changed his plea to guilty in the murder case that shocked Nyeri County last year. Our reporter Clement Masombo now recaps the case and the court's findings.
It is a case that left the Witemere community in shock and mourning. On May 24th, 2025, a young girl went missing within Nyeri Township. Days later, investigations will reveal that she had been murdered by someone well known to her family, a breach of trust that the court today said aggravated the offense. Nicholas Julius Macharia was charged with the murder at the Nyeri High Court. During the trial, the prosecution presented several exhibits, including clothing belonging to the deceased, CCTV footage capturing the movements of the convict with the child, forensic analysis from the government chemist, and a recorded confession.
You're 35-year-old. I was not there, but the uchungu mtoto alifikiria nikisoma ile confession uliandika. It is almost like an excerpt from a horror movie.
The court also received a post-mortem report confirming that the child suffered multiple injuries consistent with the violent attack. Initially, Macharia pleaded not guilty. However, he later changed his plea and admitted to the offense. During the sentencing, Justice Kizito Magare said the court had considered the victim impact statement by the child's mother, a statement that spoke of deep emotional trauma, not just within the family, but across the community.
You had a disturbing lack of empathy. Ilikuwa ni kwamba uli-enjoy ama ulipenda ile vitu ulifanya. Although ulisema kwamba ulikuwa umeomba msamaha, nilikuangalia kotini wakati mama anaongea. Wakati alikuwa anaongea ulikuwa umekaa tu, either una smile ama unaangalia tu kwa hewa.
The judge observed that although the convict pleaded guilty, he did not express genuine remorse. And in a striking part of the ruling, the court rejected the convict's attempt to attribute his actions to the devil.
The law does not recognize blame to supernatural powers. In this instance, the devil is innocent.
The court described the convict as ruthless, saying his actions reflected a disturbing disposition and a troubling readiness to repeat similar acts if accorded the opportunity. In its final orders, the court sentenced Nicholas Julius Macharia to death.
Therefore, accordingly, I find that you are hereby sentenced to death. A death warrant shall be transmitted to the competent authority for signing and carrying out of the sentence after 30 days stay of execution. You have 14 days to appeal, and I close the file.
Clement Masombo, KTN.
From Nyeri County, let's cross over back to Nairobi County. As we informed you earlier, advocates across